he's never seen a guy like Wembanyama. Yes, you have.
Shaq dropped this hot take a while back when the Wemby hype was at its peak. And at the time, everyone was laughing at his statement. But if we look at Wemby now, Shaq was right after all. People were calling him the unicorn and calling him the next big thing. But before I tell you who Shaq was comparing Wemby to, what actually makes him special at all? At just 18 years old, Victor Wembanyama, standing at 7'4" with an 8-foot wingspan, has become a global sensation in basketball. His unique combination of height, ball handling, and shooting skills, uncommon for a player of his stature, has set him apart. He first captured international attention during a preseason series in Las Vegas with his former team Mets 92, where he faced the G League Ignite. His performance was remarkable, averaging 36.5 points, 7.5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, and 4.5 blocks over 2 games, demonstrating his prowess against top prospects like Scoot Henderson. While he was with the Mets 92, Wemby led the league in points, rebounds, and blocks despite a knee injury. His talents even earned praise from LeBron James, who described him as an alien in the basketball world due to his extraordinary skills.
Everybody, we're gonna label him like this unicorn thing. Everybody's been a unicorn over the last few years, but he's more like an alien.
His game is a blend of exceptional talent and areas needing improvement. His turnover rate is a concern, and while his basketball IQ is high, he needs to balance his ball handling with strategic play. His rebounding technique, using his wingspan effectively, differs from more physically dominant players, but he could benefit from increased strength. Defensively, Wembanyama excels in rim protection, and his offensive game is versatile, particularly in the restricted area. However, he could better utilize his size advantage. His three-point shooting shows promise, but requires refinement. The NBA, however, is never short of stars, as every year teams pick emerging talent to strengthen their franchises, but Shaq has been saying that we've seen a Wemby before in the 2019 draft.
He talks about he's never seen a guy like Wembanyama. Yes, you have. His name is Bobo.
Does Shaq have merit to that statement? So I did my research to prove Shaq was wrong to say those things. Bol and Wemby share remarkable physical similarities. Bol stands at 7'3", weighs 220 pounds, and has a 7'8" wingspan, while Wemby is slightly taller at 7'4", weighs 209 pounds, and boasts an impressive 8-foot wingspan. Both players are known for their agility and skill, particularly their ability to handle the ball and shoot from outside. Bol demonstrated his potential at Oregon, averaging 21 points, 10 rebounds, and nearly 3 blocks per game, with a remarkable 52% accuracy in three-pointers. These stats bear a striking resemblance to Wemby's performance with the Mets 92. Bol's rise to fame peaked in 2020, where he showcased his talent and gained a significant fan base. However, his momentum in the league slowed down, partly due to limited playing time behind star player Nikola Jokic. From 2020 to 2022, being a backup to Jokic was arguably one of the toughest positions in the NBA. In the spring of 2022, Bol was traded to Boston, but never played a game for them before joining the Orlando Magic that summer. With Orlando, Bol finally received substantial playing time, averaging 22 minutes over 70 games, including 30 starts, all of which were career highs. This opportunity came as the Magic were focusing on rebuilding, particularly around their #1 pick, Paolo Banchero, providing an ideal environment to explore Bol's potential. Initially, he seemed to be a reliable starter, averaging 12 points, 7 rebounds, and 1.5 blocks per game, while also hitting 39% of his three-point attempts. This performance echoed his earlier promise shown at Oregon. However, the narrative shifted dramatically after the new year. Bol's performance declined, with his scoring dropping to just 6 points per game, rebounds to 4, blocks to less than 1, and his three-point shooting plummeting to 9%. The question arose, what led to this downturn? In basketball, as in life, strengths can become weaknesses. Bol's proficiency in three-point shooting led him to take many shots from distance. When his success from the three-point line waned, it impacted his overall game. Despite impressive stats like an 84% success rate at the rim, he only attempted about 2 such shots per game. At 7'4", Bol leaned too heavily into a modern style of play, which didn't suit his physique. His slender build made it challenging to compete in the paint against stronger defenders. As his shooting streak cooled and defenses started to focus on his perimeter game, Bol found himself relying more on outside shots. This increased reliance led to more misses, a drop in confidence, and a subsequent overall decline in performance. In contrast, Wemby is making a significant impact early in his career. Averaging around 20 points and 10 rebounds per game, he's also a formidable shot blocker. While his assists are commendable for a center, his turnover rate and a modest 28% three-point shooting indicate room for improvement. However, his performance, like the standout game against the Suns, where he scored 38 points and secured 10 rebounds, demonstrates his potential and distinguishes him from players like Bol. Wemby's background differs significantly from Bol's. He faced mature competition from a young age, unlike Bol, who played in the AAU against peers. This exposure to adult competitors and high-stakes games under quality coaching has been crucial in Wemby's development. The key difference between successful and unsuccessful players in the NBA often lies beyond mere skill. The mental fortitude required to excel under immense professional pressure is what sets stars apart. This includes confidence, dedication, and the ability to perform in clutch situations. Wemby possesses these qualities, indicating his potential for stardom. While there are uncertainties like how he might cope with a challenging rookie season or media scrutiny, Wemby's current trajectory is promising. Comparisons with Chet Holmgren are inevitable. Chet, with a year's experience in the NBA and surrounded by its talent and coaching, is currently seen as the more accomplished player. The difference? The Spurs are struggling so far, while Chet and OKC are contenders, as reflected in predictions like FanDuel's Rookie of the Year odds. While both Wemby and Bol share unique physical attributes and skills, the crucial third element for NBA success is mental strength, something Wemby seems to possess, unlike Bol. This mental aspect sets them significantly apart, despite their superficial similarities. Furthermore, Wemby has one of the best basketball coaches in the world to develop him. Greg Popovich, who led the San Antonio Spurs from 1997 to 2022, stands out in NBA history with his remarkable coaching achievements. He tops the charts with 1,336 regular season wins and a 66% win rate, placing him 12th in that category. In the playoffs, he's third in wins with 170 and 13th in win percentage at 60. His tenure includes 6 conference championships and 5 NBA championships. Pop's tenure is a tale of strategic brilliance and consistent success. Under Pop's guidance, the Spurs achieved an extraordinary run of at least 20 consecutive 50-win seasons and a record 22 straight playoff appearances, culminating in 5 championships between 1999 and 2014. This remarkable achievement highlighted the stability Popovich brought to the small market team. His knack for scouting and nurturing talent was unmistakable. He was instrumental in drafting future Hall of Famers like Manu and Tony Parker. And even after handing over GM duties to R.C. Buford in 2002, he continued to play a pivotal role in team operations. His astute draft choices included Kawhi, Tony Parker, and Manu, picked 15th, 28th, and 57th respectively, all of whom he developed into key players. A coaching maestro, Pop excelled in maximizing his players' potential, often without relying on high-profile free agents. He led the Spurs to championships with varied strategies, from leveraging the twin towers of Duncan and Robinson to outplaying the fast-paced Phoenix Suns. The 2014 championship against the Miami Heat was a testament to his strategic prowess, featuring one of the most aesthetically pleasing offenses in basketball history. With Pop as coach, the future's still bright for Wemby, and it is only a matter of time Pop evolves the French unicorn into a perennial all-star for a decade or more to come. But one former all-star just got exposed for all his dirty secrets. Turns out he's been hanging out with the guys and giving it to them.